Thank you.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
And now, the Shock Factor segment of the evening, brought to you by Reverend Rick and author Brenda McCain.
Hey, this is the Shock Factor, a new thing that we've got going on, and we're talking about some of the crazy relationships that happen. And so I got a guest here. We're going to have a little fun talking about this. I just want y'all to be original and say something crazy about this. We had this situation where I found in an article where a 82-year-old man was arrested for slashing the tires of an 88-year-old woman because she sat in his seat at the bingo game. And so he was so mad that she took his seat. He went out to the parking lot, which I don't think he realized that they got cameras. How they said in that movie, you got to watch those cameras. You got to watch those cameras. He didn't realize they had some cameras out there that was taking a video for him. And so he gets caught slashing the tires of this 88-year-old woman just because she sat in his bingo seat. Les, what's going on, man?
Look, hold on. We're talking bingo. I say it's justified.
Right, that's bingo, baby.
Let's just keep this real. I mean,
okay.
look, if you've been sitting in the same seat every week, and that's the seat that causes you to win, and you walk in and somebody's sitting in your seat, the right thing to do is to go out there and slash their tires.
Slice and dice, baby.
Yeah, you get me. I've been telling people all the time, bingo is a serious sport now.
It really is.
It is something. Darren, talk to me, man. 82 years old, slashing tires.
82 years old, slashing tires. I could say he's on candid camera, for real. And then, hey, they don't play around at bingo. They serious about their bingo, and she's jeopardizing his winnings.
Now, before I go to answer, the man sits there and say, he felt sorry after slashing all 4 of the tires. Now, he didn't get sorry after 3. He made sure he got that 4th tire. He said he felt sorry afterwards, but I really think that what may have actually happened is that he found out he got caught by those cameras and had to, to do something to make himself feel like, he was remorse. But Anthony, what is going on? You 82, man.
He must have had his name on that chair.
Yes.
And it must have been gold plated and had a gold cape on it or something that he felt, hey, that's my seat and no one should be in it. They had a question that said, what's the difference between praying in church and praying in the casino? And then the answer was, in the casino, they really mean it.
Okay.
Wow. So, when he saw she was in that chair slashing those tires, he meant it.
Yeah. And the one of the funny things about it, I'm going to go to my baby next. The lady said she didn't think I thought everybody liked me. Apparently, they don't. I'm like, wait a minute, lady, you 88. You ought to know you made somebody mad before in your life. Obviously, she wasn't at many bingo games, or how is it that one time she sits down at a different seat and he just gets mad and slash her tire and she don't think she don't have but one enemy?
But Rick, she probably needed new tires anyway. The man did her a favor.
Right.
I mean, we're talking about bingo.
Yeah.
She had to upgrade.
Yeah, right.
Upgrade.
She needed her some Michelins.
She needed something because she at the bingo there. But for him to do something like that is just. I just don't, I don't know what it is. And baby, you can respond to this. What is it about the elderly now being just as, you hear slashing tires and you think that's, maybe some girlfriend that got mad or some guy that got mad at the girlfriend or something like that. But when you're thinking 88, you're thinking grandpa, grandma, not slasher.
Well, sweetheart, 80, what's the age, 82 and 88?
Yeah.
That's the new 62 and 68.
Okay, so that means
to clarify on this, bingo is serious business because we don't do it and comprehend what's really going on to the seniors. That's their livelihood. Bingo and the casinos. Now, when you go to a casino, which doesn't. Oh, Brenda, shame on you, CPS. Anyway, which we do not go to, but you hear of the seniors there every week at the same slot machine, sitting in the same chair, and they will cut you. And you're seriously, because I didn't have a friend that said this happened before. They would get upset. Someone new. They always say, oh, a newbie around, but you can't sit here. That same rule applies to bingo. And see, he was a weak man, because if you was going to win, you was going to win wherever you sit at. It's not the seat that you sit in to play bingo. It's how you play the game, old man.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Look, see that
I'm
that
pro
lady,
women,
look,
Les. I'm
look,
pro women.
no, you may be right, but just think about it. She's watching them video games and MTV and old girl singing that song, I break the windows out your car. See, these video games got everybody crazy. 88 years old when she watching video games, going out there slashing tires. We gonna have to get it together, Rick.
Talk to me.
Hey.
Anthony, say something. You got something to say over there?
I thought he was upset because he didn't bring his lucky horseshoe. And he felt like that chair was his lucky chair. And when she saw him sitting there, it reminded him that he didn't bring his lucky horseshoe. So she need to get up out of it like right away.
Well, you know,
like right now.
if you see the pictures of him, and I'll pass this around. You see the pictures of him. You can see he seems like, I don't know if that's a mad look or a I got caught mad look or demented. But he was arrested and released. He has to pay $500 for his release, and it also says he has to pay for the restitution of court fees and the tires. And so, that doesn't seem like a lot for someone to go to. Yeah. And so, now at 82,
for her tires,
at 82,
really.
he what is it, like a felony on him now for a tire slasher?
Oh man.
But I'm looking at the picture here, Rick, and she looks happy. Like, I'm glad he did.
Well, she just won bingo, a set of new tires. That was 21. But it does become a serious game. I did hear that it's very serious out there for them. That bingo. And so if you're out there in Florida and you go to a bingo place and you see an Ethel Britt and a Fred Smith, you make sure you know what seat they in.
Yeah.
Because Freddie ain't dead. He's slashing tires.
Freddie looks sad on this picture.
Yeah, he does look sad on that. So, hey, that was the shock factor that we do here. New thing we talking about, relationship goes wild. We try to bring a little humor into it. In all sincerity, though, we should make sure that at any age you're not going out there slashing tires. Try to be the best Christian that you can. And if somebody take your seat, do me a favor. Just sit in the X seat.
But you know what? I want to say this so bad. It's the same at church. People get
well, that's true. Let me tell you.
Seat,
we talk. Come on, we talking to one of them, man. Yeah, don't let nobody take Brenda's
because I've been
seat,
saving
boy.
Darren and Tina's seat. That's why I put my purse next to me every Sunday.
Darren and Tina's seat, huh? And Darren and Tina be saying she's saving that seat for us. That's so nice of you all to do that. But I mean, those church people, they must be in bingo too, because they don't, and they can be 15 minutes late and come to the church like, you sitting in my seat?
Yes.
Yes, I'm sitting in your seat. What? Can't come here late.
That's why I always come late to church, Rick.
Right.
And I'm just standing in the back. That.
Boy, let me tell you something. Taking somebody's seat in church, you may find out that they're an atheist after a while, boy. Because they may go out there and slash your tire. Forgive me, Jesus. Poop, poop.
Now, they even be in the parking lot upset. So that's why
I'm telling you, that is so crazy.
You gotta forgive them. Forgive them.
Hey, let's go back to the subject we're talking about. We're going to wrap it up here. We got about 20 minutes to go. We're talking about the subject here that I keep on forgetting the name of it.
The name is I'm the father, not just their baby's daddy.
So baby's daddy over there, talk to me a little bit. Give me another question, throw it out.
Okay, this question is, what are your thoughts on fathers that spend minimal time with their children?
Darren, talk to me.
It's very important that we spend quality time with our children because we instill values in them, whereas it's teaching them how to be, how to develop the kind of traits that they will need in the future, whereas to survive in the world, how to get along with others, how to be respectable to the elders, how to just grow up and be a man from childhood. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when they are old, they won't depart from it. So if we're instilling qualities in our children and we give them the necessary tools and the fundamentals and the traits to survive, then they can't go wrong.
Anthony, talk to me on that.
Yeah, I was challenged with spending minimum time as opposed to maximizing the time in the beginning, because I was doing so many things. I had so many things going, and I was trying to find out how to incorporate, spending quality time with the children. I know statistics says that you should spend at least 15 to 30 minutes per child a day, and just part of self-development. And in the midst of trying to leave from work in Deerfield, come to the house, get the kids, and I was in school, in college, trying to do my degree, take them to school with me while they're doing their homework right there, and then make sure they eat and go back home and make sure that they go to sleep timely and all these things, and then go to school, get some church in and, do some community service and, learn these different things that brings balance to their lifestyles. It's really difficult. I encourage a father that's spending minimum time that's trying to actually upgrade to maximum time with their child to hang in there. And it's going to be a lot of work. I'm not going to say it's going to not be hard work. I'm realistic, be realistic with yourself and come up with an action plan. Prioritize yourself, set boundaries, talk to the children, communicate to them, and let them know, I can't be there this time because I just started a business venture, or I'm doing overtime, or whatever it is that's going on. Just be genuine and keep an open line of communication when there's a distance. That way, when the wedge is closed, you guys are able to have like a Class A conversation, and you can be understanding, because there may come a time when the child is real busy, at school, on the track team or basketball, and, doing all these different things, he or herself. So, just put a few things out there just to let you know that he may not be spending all the time that he wants to spend, but he may want to do it. Just try to be prayerful and try to work together, try to be understanding, because, again, your time may come when you may not be there all the time for him to spend time, and he may really want you to be there.
Yeah, that's
spend
true.
That time.
Hey, let's talk to me.
Before I do, I was cut off a little early. We had a lot going on. I got to send a shout out to Whitney. She's in her second semester of nursing school. She'll have her BS in a little over a year. Congratulations, Whitney. And not only did you do it for that first semester, but she pulled off a 3.0. So,
and who is Whitney, by the way?
Whitney is the youngest of the girls. She's 21 or 22.
Of what girls?
Of my two daughters.
Thank you. That's what I want to hear.
Well, they know what I. We don't. But the world don't know. Right. Okay. All right. Well, the shout out was for Whitney. I hope she hears me. I think that in a moment, in a minute, you can leave an impact with your child. I remember my daughters and I would go into a room, cut all the lights out, and I'd light one candle, and we'd talk about anything. That was the opportunity for us to just share information, and they still remember that. They still talk about that. On Valentine's Day, I would give each of them a rose because I wanted them to know how men are supposed to treat them. I took them out to a fine restaurant and said, this is how you should be treated. So no matter how minimal the time is, you make that a life lesson for them.
Hey, we forgot to play one of our things. Donna does an excellent thing for us, so we're going to play the point of view, and then we're going to come right back.
Good evening. The Let's Stay Together show presents Point of View by Donna Terrell.
They say the biggest joke in the black community is Father's Day. This is probably because so many of our children don't know who their father is or where he is, or they only have sporadic relationships with their father. That is too bad. But there is not enough talk about the black men who are great fathers, the ones who are raising their kids and doing a $1 million job. My father is one of those $1 million men. Because of him, I had a wonderful childhood, and now, as an adult, his wisdom and friendship is such a rich blessing. The way a woman relates to men is due to her relationship with her father. I've always had a lot of good male